Elements of Chicago culture are built on some of the city's most famous foods: deep dish pizza, Italian beef, and of course, the classic Chicago-style hot dog. Now, a local entrepreneur is putting all of those flavors in the bag and adding a little crunch to the city's food scene.
I love potato chips and I love Chicago food, and I thought it would be a really fun way to celebrate Chicago if we smashed the two things together.
That mashup led Gardner and her husband David to create local-style potato chip.
We wanted the best chip base for this product. We didn't just want to make these taste like Chicago's famous foods. We wanted to put them on a kettle-cooked potato chip that would be downright delicious.
Cooking up the flavors was no challenge.
The flavors were almost the easy part to select, because when it comes to Chicago food, there's a holy trinity, and you've got Italian beef, and you've got Chicago hot dog, and you've got deep dish pizza.
And locals are already finding some fan favorites.
I was stunned by the hot dog flavor. I was like, this is like when they talk about like a Chicago style hot dog being like dragged through a garden. I was like, this is what it's like it's like a party in your mouth. It's so good.
But Gardner didn't stop there.
The hot Giardiniera I knew needed to be the next flavor after that. It's Chicago's best kept secret.
Those best kept secrets are just some of what makes local style so flavorful.
I love the logo. I love the illustrations, which are so fun.
Chicago food is so much more than just the food. We wanted to give it a personality, like walking on a happy, bright Chicago summer day. Like that was sort of the feeling we were going for.
The cartoon designs and creative flavors are popping up across Chicago's neighborhoods.
We started in 7 and we've already grown to 17, which has been a whirlwind 3.5 weeks. That just goes to show that when like Chicago gets behind something, like we can grow.
Gardner chose the first few locations to carry her product based on her history with the city.
I've lived in the West Loop, I've lived up in Old Town, I've lived in a handful of places, and I really chose my favorite spots. Like there wasn't much strategy to it.
But her first stop was inspired by her love of a popular Chicago show that also pays homage to the city's vibrant food scene.
I walked into Mr. Beef very nervous and was holding my chips in my arms, and I asked if the owner was here. Chris looked at the chips and he tasted the chips and fell in love with them. And the best case scenario in my head that day was that Mr. Beef would carry the chips. That was all that was on my mind. And it actually went further than that. And Chris shared the chips with his buddies and his friends at the Bear. So my very first paying customer was the Bear craft services team, which is just incredible and something I'm so grateful for.
And Gardner has plans to take her Chicago-style chips even further.
I think we definitely want to expand the line, asking on social media, what flavors do you guys want? We're already getting some really great social comments and ideas thrown our way, and we're like, gosh, do people really want a Malort flavor? Like, don't dare us, like, we'll do it.
And she's taking pride in representing her adopted hometown.
I feel really proud to be bringing this to the city. I think taking our famous foods and putting them on such a fun snack like a potato chip is something that the city feels excited about, and I feel really proud to be bringing it to the city. And yeah, just very excited to see how far Chicago can take local style chips.
Malort flavored chips. In addition to Mr. Beef, you can find local style potato chips at the Goddess and Grocer locations, Diamato's in Westtown, and JP Graziano in Fulton Market. For more locations and details, you can visit our website.